Hi, this is Victoria Ballard, naturopath, speaking to you from India. I have managed to do a 3-day fast. It was easier than I thought because the food here is delicious, but it's very high carb. But I was able to go into the fast and it was fine. And I enjoyed it. I didn't have any problems then. I felt 3 days are up, 3 days is enough. And there were so many temptations. A wonderful social group with a shared lunch, so I did it, and it was wonderful. But I have to say, I did break the fast too fast. There were some indigestion, which I haven't had for years, and I just had to slow down. I only had the one meal and then skipped dinner and skipped breakfast, and I'm feeling fine now. And I shall go back on the fast. But I really want you to realize how important it is when you come off a fast. In my naturopathy training, that was almost more stress than how to do the preparation for the fast and how to do the fast. The most important part was coming off the fast. So liquid is usually better tolerated, like a vegetable soup, or if you if you drink bone broth, the bone broth is very good. You don't want any really hard to digest foods, no grains. Um, if you're going to have grains, if that's really part of your diet and you really want to do it, I was thinking that we'd have millet here as an alternative to wheat, but there's also buckwheat, which you should be able to get hold of. Buckwheat is really, really very much better than any of the other grains. It's also very delicious. I used to make it into fritters and fry it, but you're not going to be frying when you come off a fast. Just have it as a grain substitute if you want to have grains. Preferably steamed vegetables, not too many. Try and keep the meals really small. This is even after a 3-day fast. I would take at least 36 hours before you have any sizable meal. So this is just to remind you how important it is coming off a fast to do it slowly. Loads of liquid and not, if possible, no carbs. Carbohydrates are quite hard for the body to deal with. The liver has to sort of shoot out a whole load of insulin to get it into the glucose into the cells. So you don't really want to spike the insulin. The whole point of the fast really was to lower insulin, make you more sensitive to insulin so that your insulin resistance no longer gets in the way of your fasting and your weight loss. I haven't got any scales here, so I don't know how much weight I've lost from the 3-day fast. I can't tell you that. So individual anyway. But breaking the fast, if you did a big meal after a 3-day fast, you would be really spoiling the weight loss that you got on the fast. So sorry to labour the point, but it really does need to be repeated because it's the mistake most people make. And the guy that I told you about earlier, who did a 40-day fast for spiritual reasons, he got quite sick when he came off it too quickly. He ate carbs. He ate the local high carb diet, the traditional Indian diet, and he got quite ill. So try and avoid grains of all kinds for 36 hours. Vegetables, vegetable juice, bone broth. Just stick to, or avocados are usually really good because they replace some of the fats that you have lost. And they're really good fats and they're really easily tolerated. So I have often used an avocado to come off a fast, a small avocado or half a large avocado. So best of luck coming off your fast, and I hope you get lots of benefit from it and are inspired to do it again in a few weeks. Okay, you can go back to intermittent fasting and find out just by, you will have to use the scales, but it's also much more of a telling to use the tape measure really to see if you've lost the belly fat, which is what we really want here. So do keep an eye on the tape measure and the scales and see what you can get away with. I like to put it like that because we all love our food. And we all love fasting. We feel really good on it. So have a good fast and come off it very slowly. Thanks. Bye.